get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They got me by the Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I run no diamonds but I still shine. You can dig me cause my boy's mine. My tracks flame like a Damu. The hardest part on my tongue. Thinking is a warm glue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. Just throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A bunch of sitting in us, man, but you can't see me. You rather drink, they gon' pull up. I'm drinking knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, call me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I poured all the planks, you use Decepticons. Straight rappers in retreats like Cobra. 80s they get floated like up in the storage and I'm man. Up, down, down, then I'm cheap. You a beast, man. I take a beating. Ninja Turtle rap, turtle clans get defeated. High in my ride, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy bomb. Bad attitude like a rocket, my whole to the A, and I bet you can stop us. LL bad when I go and show up. You can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, everybody? This is your man, Dre Mac, coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. 7:30 in the morning Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. You're from the West Coast right now. Go ahead and get up, because you already know that the early bird gets the worm. And on today, I'm actually going to talk about all the chaos that ensued that was going on with the Avengers Doomsday situation. What is going on? Is there fighting going on? What is they doing? So of course I'm gonna get into it here in just a second, because I'm kind of curious about who was fighting, you know what I'm saying? And it don't really tell you, but there is a video that was going around that I got tagged in. Shout out to Tina, aka She Dressed Me. I'm going to bring up that. Plus there's a reaction from Everything Always. Well, there's a story from Everything Always I'm going to talk about today too. And also, this is the last day of the 35th anniversary of TMNT. So, of course, I got my turtle shirt on, and I'm going to go see that in the movies in 4K. later on today. So I'm not going to be on here long, but hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant over at the Heavy Gant channel, but you already know how I do. The real question is,
Say why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy.
all right. Let me see who is all in the house besides Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. Oh, these things are awesome. These things are awesome. And I actually have the Shredder figure to go with these, and these glow in the freaking dark. So I have to make room because I don't have room right now. Matter of fact, let me get the Heroes in the Half Shell from the TMNT. This is the line. And the Loyal Subjects does have a lot of IDW versions. Excuse me, IDW versions of the Turtles. So let me put these up just for a second. And I'll be right back. Hold on. We let y'all know this is real back here. It ain't nothing fake. All right, let me see who's all up in here. Man, Tori, your brain reloaded. Good morning. Robin D, good morning. All right, man, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Stop playing. Damon is in the house. Good morning. Eddie Foster, good morning. Miss Roberta, the church auntie, is up in here. Don't y'all be doing no cussing up in here. Stop playing. Wavy Thames is up in here. Good morning. Michael Johnson is up in here. Good morning. Xavier Phoenix, good morning. Cleve 17, good morning. My man Justice Note is up in here. Good morning. Marley Mart is up in here. Good morning. Tracy Woods, good morning. It's nice to see you up here, Tracy. Blue's house, my man Blue is up in here. What is up? Good morning. Yellow Ranger, it's good to see you back up in here. Good morning. Kiana, good morning. She, my guy. Good morning. Judas said, "Are you petty, boy?" Oh my God. You are wild for that. D Stizzle, good morning. I don't know what you speak of, Torian. I don't even know why you even putting business out there like that. What, you the feds? Huh? You out here snitching? But before I get started, of course, I'm going to shout out all the magnificent members of the crew that have been holding it down for Dre Mag since the beginning. I appreciate you guys. Again, you don't know how much you guys mean to me. So let me make sure that I shout out the crew. Hold up. Wait a minute. Whoa. Stop everything you're doing. Go and hit that like button. I know this is probably your first time watching and you probably enjoying everything. Stop fucking on the channel and go and hit that subscribe button so you never miss one of my videos or one of my morning live streams. And for only $2.99 a month, you know you can be a part of the crew. And shout out to all my crew members that have been holding it down for Dre Mack and the crew since the beginning. All right, back to your regularly scheduled program, now in service. Go. Bye. All right. And again, if you want to be a part of the crew, all you got to do is hit the join button on the main channel. When you go to view channel, there's a join button. All you got to do is join. It's only $2.99 a month. It legitimately helps out the channel a lot. So I could be able to do these in the morning and do a lot of other stuff. Earl Hughes, good morning. Rashad Walker, good morning. And wavy things, I have no idea. I have no idea. They won't disclose that information. So I have no idea. But what I do want to do before I get started, sometimes, okay, now there's been plenty of times I've had people comment on my channel, and sometimes I don't, I mean, I comment in the comment section, you know what I'm saying, kind of my thoughts or whatever, or what they said. But I think this comment, this one of these particular comments that's in here, I wanted to address on the show. I wanted to address on the show because I don't believe people really understand. What's up, May Kent and Andre Ware? Good morning. I don't really know that people really understands what this supposed the grift series is really about. From my side, am I a YouTube grifter? Me doing this? I don't think people really understand where why I'm doing this. For one, and I've said this before, I give my commentary. That is what my channel is commentary. And I give my commentary on said video, which is the grift. Now, with that being said, what I have seen, what's up, Jericho, what's up, Mika G, good morning over there at Cinematic Nightmares. So we got the Blurred AF up in here. What's up? But you know what it is me giving my commentary, because these guys that are grifting, that are legitimately grifting, are saying horrific anti-black, a lot sometimes anti-women things that are wild, right? That are wild. And this is us giving that commentary back. It's kind of like when you see a germ spread, you have to put something, you have to spray something on the germ so it doesn't spread. And this is the what me and Birdman is doing. I'm piggyback off, because that's what reaction videos are. Somebody makes a video, I react to said video, right? That's what the videos are. And I'm not going to shy away from that. But with that commentary, I'm giving extra commentary on what I think on said video. So this particular comment, and normally I don't really do this, because, man, to me, in my comment section, you can say whatever you want. Maybe sometimes I get petty and troll you. You know what I mean? Because I'm known to do that. So this guy, Scott Morgan, never seen him in my comment section before. Scott Morgan, I was seeing if I can expand this, but I don't think I can. Scott Morgan says, and I want to address this before I get to the main video. Scott Morgan says, nope, this ain't it. Telling a longtime Fantastic Four fan to go back and watch a previous movie is the ultimate insult. And I'm trying to figure out where or how hypersensitive you are that somebody says, hey, go back and watch. If you want Norrin Rad, go back there and watch Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. All we did was point out that Norrin Rad was in a previous movie. Now let me address this, because this is where we're going for. He says we have the right to have an issue with Silver Surfer being Shia LaBeouf, and you do, and you legitimately do. Now let me give this some context. When you have said problem, the way the movie ended, right? Knowing there's incursions and all of this going on, I guess it's still incursions. I don't know what's going on, but the way that movie ended, in the person that is in that movie, why would you have Norrin Rad be in that universe when obviously there could be something happening in that universe? The universe could get destroyed, and now you're wasting Norrin Rad. And since we know that it's in an alternate universe that is explained in said video, and in said video, we know that there's an alternate Silver Surfer, which is Shia LaBeouf, which she has been Silver Surfer, before. So we know that. We know that. We're not saying you can't have Norrin Radd. Nobody said that. That's ridiculous. Right? That's ridiculous, Scott. If you're going to watch this, you're going to watch another video. That's ridiculous. But my logical thinking as far as storytelling, I'm not going to have my big gun as Norrin Radd, because Norrin Radd's a big gun. I'd rather waste a Silver Surfer in that universe that we're only going to be dealing with maybe in this movie and maybe in Doomsday. And what if in Doomsday they blow the world up? Why would I want to waste Norrin Radd on that when I know that how popular Norrin Radd is and how many people want to see that? Why would I waste him over there? Literally, Rise of Silver Surfer had a fart cloud as Galactus, and we never rehashed that story ever again. So now we get a proper Galactus, and if Galactus is in this universe, I know damn well he's going to be in the main continuity universe, and that's what you want. You want the main continuity universe to have the big gun. That particular big gun is Norrin Radd. I'm not going to waste Norrin Radd on an 838 universe. That makes no sense. And since this movie was successful based on the studio, not what you think, based on the studio, you don't think Norrin Radd is coming? Like, think about it logically like that. Now, let's keep going because there's more to this that I want to address. A lot of us were looking forward to seeing Norrin Radd in the MCU. I agree. You know, like how you feel about T'Challa. That's the low blow. And I'm going to tell you why this is the low. It's not really a low blow. No. They killed the character. You didn't kill Norrin Radd. They killed T'Challa and trying to replace him with a child. That character, Shia LaBeouf, is a whole other different universe. And we know we got a 616 universe or 1999-00399 or the 730-9311. I don't know. I don't know what the universe is. But we know in the main continuity universe, you cannot compare Norrin Radd not being in the movie in an alternate universe to what they did to T'Challa. Because right now, Mr. Roberto, I want to cuss. You cannot compare. That is not the same thing. We had T'Challa. They could have continued T'Challa. They chose not to. And instead of looking at the director, the producer, and everybody over at Marvel of what they've done, you decide to go and try to say, you know, kind of like how you want T'Challa, like that was going to rub elbows with me, and I was going to agree with that. Absolutely not. Because of the way of the way the character went out, that's the reason we want T'Challa back. You ain't got the same issues. It wasn't like an actor was playing Norrin Radd, died, and then they decided, you know, anybody can be the Silver Surfer. Hell, Iron Man can be the Silver Surfer. A cat can be the Silver Surfer. You know, let my dog be the Silver Surfer this time. Because it's just a mantle. Anybody can be the Silver Surfer. That is not the case. So you cannot compare. And I didn't want to put this all in the comment section. I just asked if you ever watched my videos. So I'm addressing said comment. Let's continue. That wasn't enough, right? I don't care if it was a small part of a limited series back in the day. Shia LaBeouf didn't earn this. No, let me tell you, you can't pick and choose now when you want to be a comic book fan. See, that's the problem when we start talking comics, right? And if you're really a comic book fan and you're really a fan of the Fantastic Four, the Earth, you will like the Earth X story. You might not even like just the Earth X story, but you can at least appreciate what they tried to do in an alternate universe that had nothing to do with the main continuity. We always get Elseworld stories in DC. Nobody complains about them. The Batman Who Laughs is one of my favorite characters that comes out of an Elseworld story. Do you see me complaining that the Batman Who Laughs is not in any DC continuity? No. Because I know it's an Elseworld story. And instead of just enjoying comic books and enjoying the stories the way that they are, we want to say, well, she didn't earn this. Well, if I know that I'm destroying the universe, why would I want to use Norrin for that? Like, think about it for a second. Logically, get out of your feelings And think about it like this. If I know that I'm getting ready to reboot this universe, why would I use Shia LaBeouf? I mean, why would I use Norrad in an alternate universe? Why? When I know this is not a character in the vein of T'Challa, so get that out your mouth. Where they kill the character and, hey, look, this is just what it is. You get the child or what? No, we're not doing that. So Shia LaBeouf can exist in that universe, right? Because that universe is not part of the main continuity. You know what I mean? So when they pluck the Fantastic Four, just like what they did with Miles Morales in a 16-6 universe. Is it 16-6? 1616? Yeah. 1610 universe. Sorry. 1610 universe. That's literally, what they're going to do with the Fantastic Four. They're going to pull that version and bring them over there. Just like what we seen at the end of Deadpool Wolverine, they pulled a Wolverine that wasn't part of the main Fox continuity because that one died, and then they went to go get another one that was totally different than the one that we grew up with, or that I seen with my boy Jericho, aka Jay Young, that's in the comment section since I was 20 years old, and we went to the movies to go see that. And my man was like, my boy Jericho was like, look at my man Wolverine over there having a good time. We didn't have a problem. But again, I get it. But this now is my commentary because now I'm going to address it. All right, let's keep going. Sorry, Dre, but I don't need to see much of a difference in what it said. Sorry, Dre, but I don't see much of a difference in what Birdman does and what Neurotic does and the Critical Drinker do. Now, this is where I literally have a problem. These dudes are bigot, racists that are literally in the video making black jokes. At whose expense? But yet Birdman is the same way on this. But because he's roasting them in a couple of lines or whatever, but he's still giving you the reason why they are grifting. Why did you come over here, Scott Morgan, to listen to my commentary? If you're going to say, well, there's any difference, then why are you here? Why are you listening to the Birdman's commentary and me, or the Birdman's information and me giving that commentary to that? It makes no sense. Just like if you have a problem with what they're doing in the MCU, turn the damn TV off. Stop watching it. There's plenty other genres out there that you can watch. Don't like the MCU? Here's the DCU. You don't like comic book movies? Here's horror. Here's rom-coms. Here's comedy. Here's dramatic, here's drama. Here's documentaries. There's other stuff to watch. Or here's a quick clue. Here's a quick clue that will solve all of that. Just read the comics. Legitimately, just read the comics. If you don't like what the MCU is doing, stop watching it. It's simple. And if I wasn't giving commentary on this stuff, I would legitimately stop watching it too. Now, again, I watch some things for different reasons because I can take my biasness the way I feel and look at the art. Is the art good? Because I'm still an actor. So I want to look at people's art. Can they bring a character to life? But the best way you can bring a character to life, my friend, is to read and use your imagination for, as you say, at the end of this, which I'm going to get to, be the change you want to see. If you don't like the commentary, be the change you want to see and turn me off. Remember, you clicked on my thumbnail. You came to see what the hell that I was talking about. You don't like it? Don't tune in. Because this may not be the place for you. And that's okay. I'm perfectly fine with that. Well, I'm going to have to give you some work on this. And I just could not sit up here and write a novel about this. But anyway, he said all three of them rely on a lot of insults to get their points across. No. If you were really watching this, there is point, counterpoint. Somebody says one thing, Here's the counter of said thing. Very, very easy. And again, Scott Morgan, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. You have all rights. And again, the reason why I like everybody's comment. I like everybody's comment. For one, because of my YouTube Studio app, it just clears out all the conjunction of comments. But number two, I'm for free speech. I'm for you to express yourself. I want you to express yourself. Now, the fact of you expressing yourself, you will get pushback. It don't get in your feelings when you get the pushback. All right, let's transition just for a little bit. Let me get off of this here. I'm going to go to a quick commercial break, but you already know we'll be right back with more of the Biscuit Show.
Hey, y'all, I got a great new album in the mail today.
I don't like the way the honey sauce dripping on my chicken wings, my chicken wings. But I got the honey sauce, the honey sauce for your chicken wings, for your chicken wings, yeah.
This is a fantastic album, man. Let me borrow it.
No, my brother. You've got to buy your own.
We now return to the Transformers.
All right. Let me get to some of the people that just came in during my commentary. Q is a robot. Q is not a robot. What's up? And yeah, D Sizzle, we've been talking about this for a while. And I agree with you, but I'm not really totally mad that they used Shia LaBeouf either, because eventually, to me, it was like a throwaway character. To me, that's the way I looked at it. And I wasn't looking like, oh, they made it ambiguous to bring this character back. No, we already know what the fans want. So, and they'll give the fans Norman Rad before they give them T'Challa, son of T'Chaka. Weird how that works, right? All right. Pam, my sister Pam Entertainment. What's up? Professional complainers. You right. I think there's going to be another Galactus, unless this is the one in true Galactus, and he's going to be able to move through universes or so. I don't know. Hell, they're fighting on set. We don't know what's going on, Sikora Kingdom. But what's up? All right, Tina, aka Minty Gaza. What's up? Johnny, what's going on? Good morning. CK Smith, good morning. Let me see. Did I forget anybody? SKNL Sam, what's up? Let me see. Greg, what's going on? Good morning. Let me see. Mario Faith Warrior, what's up? He said, answer this question. What was the point of them using the female Silver Surfer? Because it was an alternate universe. If I know, I said this in the commentary, think just logically. If I know that this is going to be an alternate universe thing with the Fantastic Four, so you can have that 60s aesthetic and all of that, right? And I know that this universe is not going to stand, because we're not going to be in the 838 universe. They've already established that the 616 universe and Multiverse of Madness was the main continuity universe. Not only that, they even mentioned that when Mysterio said it in Spider-Man Far From Home. So we already know this. So since this is a throwaway area, it's going to get destroyed anyway, because that's how we get Secret Wars. Anyway, why in the whole entire hell would you keep that Silver Surfer, and bring that over to the main universe when you already know that Norman Rad is there? And we forget, who is Shia LaBeouf to Norman Rad? Just think. Just think. Just think. That's the same question. Then why do they have the X-Men in the Ultimate Universe, and why Monica Rambeau is there? Are we gonna be in the X-Men universe? No. No, but what's going to happen is they're going to bring those characters over into this new universe when the incursions happen or whatever the hell the second half of the script gets when people read the script. That's what's going to happen. That's what I believe, but I don't know. We don't know what Marvel's doing. Do I think that that's the right move? Hell no. Hell no. But if I could explain it in a logical way, I can see why they would do that. Because again, we already know that NORAD is a big gun. Hell, who was playing Silver Surfer on Nintendo? Is anybody old enough in the chat that played that hard-ass Silver Surfer game on Nintendo? Or the X-Men game from LGN? Are y'all old enough to play that? So we already know those guys are going to be there. So I'm not worried about a full-way alternate universe character like Shia LaBeouf. That's not a threat. I don't care. They just use it for that movie. But if they got a Galactus and a Silver Surfer in that universe, don't you think they would have a Galactus and a Silver Surfer in the main universe that we have not even got into yet? Just saying. It's one thing to argue about it and look at it in emotional, like look what Marvel's doing. Marvel's doing wrong. Look at it in a logical standpoint where your feelings is out of it, and you would literally see what they're trying to do. You don't have to agree with it, but I see what they're trying to do. And again, I'm not going to use NORAD in a throwaway damn movie like Fantastic Four in an 838 universe. What? I wouldn't. But anyway, let's get to what was going on Doomsday set real quick. And let's see exactly what was going on. Now, again, I got shared from this. I got tagged in Tina's post. And so let's get to this because there's been a debate of who was fighting. So let's find out, what's going on.
Have heard that a clash between two particular actors became so heated that certain scenes involving their respective characters had to be altered or removed from the script entirely. Who are the actors that are fighting?
Oh, I'm not going to say that.
No,
I do know, yes. And they are two pretty big actors. And apparently a comment, from what I understand, the comment was made in jest that was a bit too familiar because these actors didn't know each other that well and crossed the line. And one of the actors got really upset about it, confronted the other actor.
I joked about this. I said it was Hawkeye and it was Jeremy Renner and James Marsden. And I was like, Hawkeye told him he can't see, and he was like, that's when he ain't got no legs. And that's how it went down. But I don't know.
Said it in jest like publicly, or said it in jest like behind the scenes?
On the set.
Okay.
And that caused a big rift and battle. And I'm just going to leave it at two very outspoken actors went at each other. And
I mean, automatically, if we're talking about outspoken actors, I can see Robert Downey Jr. being a part of that. He is the main guy. He's getting the most amount of money. I can see that. I can see maybe Robert getting into it with somebody. Now, remember, with Jonathan Majors, there was difficulty on set. Then we got people in here that don't even want to be in the same scene. Are they going to come? And people don't even want to say who it is. You see what I mean? They don't even want to say who it is. So that tells me that it's probably your big gun, Robert Downey Jr. You know what I mean? And who else do you think? People were saying Pedro Pascal, but they were making all kinds of like gay jokes or whatever. I'm not about to deal with that. That's stupid. You know what I mean? But who do you think has an even bigger ego than Robert Downey Jr. on that set? I just want to know. I just want to know. It was something that was said so bad that they didn't even want to say nothing. Let's keep going.
And from what I understand and what I was told, one of the actors Marvel said, we'll shoot your scene separately, or we'll shoot scenes without the other actor in it, or you can or we'll figure it out in some other way. And so that actor felt that the fact that Marvel was willing to make these concessions was enough, because they also told this actor that it was going to cost like millions of dollars to shoot scenes without the other actor.
Have heard that a clash between.
So it sounds like it's a lot of mess going on over there at the House of Mouse. That's what it sounds like. God dang it. That's what it sounds like. It's a lot of mess going on at the House of Mouse. And inside even trying to get a film off the ground. This has been mess. This has been mess. From the time that they fired Jonathan, I believe you go, from the time they decided that we're not going to recast T'Challa, to some of the disappointing movie watches. It may even be financially successful, but the experience watching the movie wasn't good. Some of the decisions you guys are talking about in the chat, to firing Jonathan Majors, or not even recasting the character, to this. There's a lot of crap going on at this place. A lot of crap going on. They gonna have to clean up, because what it's doing is ruining the reputation of Marvel. To me, it's just slowly but surely ruining the reputation, because like, who is really in control over there? This starting to look like the set of Tropic Thunder, like in real life. Like, that's what it's starting to look like. Let's go to Everything Always and let's see what he has to say.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfires. I apologize, my uploads have been a little sparse over the last 3 or 4 days. I am seriously under the weather. To those of you who caught whatever's going around, my heart goes out to you. My voice is definitely going to crack during this video. On Saturday of last week, so just days ago, we covered a leak from industry insider Jeff Snyder, again, who has a trusted track record, at least real recently, with Marvel scoops, talking about some drama on the set and behind the scenes of Avengers Doomsday, where apparently Robert Downey Jr. wanted to reshoot around 3 weeks worth of work.
I told you, I was like, it had to be Robert Downey Jr. I was like, that's the biggest ego on the whole entire set.
Because he wasn't satisfied with the off-screen lines he had read while they had body doubles in the suit, and that there was another incident in which at the time he didn't want to get into the details because he said it may have been blown out of proportion and didn't give us any more than that. Well, here we are less than a week later, and his buddy on the Hot Mic podcast, John Roca, actually spilled those details, or at least some of the main ones, for a situation that seemed like it was the same one that Jeff Snyder was alluding to. And while I think that sometimes some of this news is not really what I want to be covering at the channel, I'd much rather be talking about theories. Regardless, we're going to break down this latest scoop that 2 huge actors got in a fight on set of Avengers Doomsday, exactly what happened and what the fallout meant for a potential delay to filming. We're breaking it all.
Okay, so it honestly, I don't feel bad right now. I don't feel anything. I personally are with you, Damon. And the reason why I don't feel anything is because of the way they treated my boy Jay. You know what I'm saying? But I believe everything happens for a reason. But the way they treated my boy Jay and the way that they treated the King of Wakanda, like I said that, I was like, what they're doing is wrong. What they're doing is wrong. Not just recasting the actor. I've always said this, and I'm gonna continue to say this. I believe them using the death of Chadwick Boseman to sell that movie and putting his face in there to sell that movie, is, put something on it. It's been chaotic, over there. No real direction. Like, was they really just moving by the seat of their pants, or did they really have a plan? And I don't know. Yeah, what they did to Mahershala Ali. Thank you. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, and I said, and Enrique, I said that a long time ago. Until you do right by me, everything that you do, everything that you touch And it's funny. Those are black actors. And it's funny. You mess with the black actors like that, you know. And look what's going on, though. Like, look what's going on right now. It is wild right now. And I guarantee you, they don't want to put out the actors because those actors have get other jobs, and they don't want to put out that they were, you know, quote unquote, difficult on set, like they say with some other people that don't want to go with the go along, get along gang. Let's keep going.
Down first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel. Thanks to everyone who's been subbing recently. If you've watched some content at the channel, or if you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate the sub. Plus, leaving a comment and hitting the like button will enter you for the ongoing giveaways. If you want, stick around at the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so again, the scoop, if you want to call it that, is coming from John Roca over on the Hot Mic podcast. He, alongside Jeff Snyder, have been dropping absolute Marvel bombs for the last year and a half, including Doctor Doom being Robert Downey Jr., Hulk and Punisher and Spider-Man, and the list goes on. This is exactly what he said about an incident on the set of Avengers Doomsday. Quote, "They are two pretty big actors. Apparently, a comment, from what I understand, was made in jest that was a bit too familiar because these actors didn't know each other too well."
So these actors didn't know each other too well. So let's give some context to that. So this is a brand new actor that doesn't know the other actor too well. You know who also that hasn't been said that I could see a joke going sideways and pissing somebody off? Ryan freaking Reynolds. Bear with me just for a second. Ryan Reynolds in the Deadpool franchise that, let's be honest, that he has made his own, has been successful without the MCU, right? Let's just say it. Let's put it like this. Been successful at MCU. He goes on saying he's making jokes because, you know, he's Ryan Reynolds, plus he's in his Deadpool character, which is just Ryan Reynolds turned up to 11, right? He says something that, let's say for instance, he says something to Robert Downey Jr., and, you know, that he doesn't like. I can literally see them going at it. I can see them going at it because I've never seen them, you know, in a movie together. Never seen them in a movie together at all. And if there is a Ryan Reynolds movie with this is just speculations, me and my tinfoil hat, I don't know, but I can see it. If I can pick two people, those two people I can see. Two big ass egos, you know what I'm saying? And them going at it because Ryan talks too damn much. And Ryan is going to do Deadpool things. And yes, he is going to be in Deadpool. Deadpool is going to be in Doomsday. Ryan announced it on his Instagram. I just didn't cover it because we were doing the exposing the grifts. So, what's up, Duran?
Crossed the line. One of the actors got really upset about it, confronted the other actor. It was said on set. That caused a big rift. Two very outspoken actors went at each other. One of the actors, Marvel said, "We'll shoot your scene separately or without the other actor in it, or we'll figure out some other way." That actor felt that the fact that Marvel was willing to make those concessions was enough, because they also told this actor that it would cost millions of dollars to shoot the scenes without the other actor. Since Marvel was—
Wow. This is all the things, but just think of how bad it could be where you don't even want to be in a room with this person because you want to punch him in the face. Only person I can see that will piss somebody off to the point of just ribbing them to death, I can totally see Ryan doing this. But, yeah.
Was willing to at least make the effort to concede that, to move the schedule around. They felt that was a good enough faith effort. Both actors were brought together, apologies were exchanged, and people moved on. Yes, they're okay now. There's been no other incidents that I've heard. It was a pretty big blow up, apparently. Okay, so I want to preface what I say next with a sort of a disclaimer, because I feel like sometimes, man, people watch my YouTube videos and I don't even think we're watching the same thing, or at least they're not hearing what I'm saying. In no way is what I'm about to say have anything to do with Jeff Snyder or John Roca as sources of scoops. They have been great, an absolute pillar of the community now out of nowhere. Both of them have a proven track record. I don't disbelieve them at all. I believe this scoop, but
Hey, hold on, wait a minute. He says, what if he threw the hat in the air like like the Alabama thing, and they just oh snap! Or on the Boondocks, the episode where Sick Meter fought Granddad, and somebody just threw a chair in the middle of the crowd. It was like, not mad, and start fighting.
Also 100% believe, and as Jeff Snyder might have mentioned about something behind the scenes getting blown out of proportion, or at least perhaps exaggerated, that there are people who are lined up, again, not Jeff Snyder and John Roca, but just in general in the Marvel news cycle, to take a crack at Marvel anytime they get a chance, and they would love to report that there is way more drama on the set of Avengers Doomsday than there may actually be. Again, not Jeff Snyder and John Roca, just in general in the Marvel news cycle, there are a lot of people who would love to spin anything into a huge negative for Marvel, and still do, even things that may not even be true at all. Topic for a different video, but in the meantime, I think.
But this is, and I'm glad he said this. I'm glad he said this. This is the reason why we do, why Birdman does Exposing the Grift, and I do in my YouTube Grifter, because these guys can't help themselves. They love to duck on Marvel anytime they can. And I guarantee you, if the Critical Drinker or any of these people get a hold of what's going on here, I guarantee you there'll be a Griff video about it. I guarantee you. And I wonder who they're going to put the googly eyes on next. They're probably like, well, Ironheart probably said something and take a shot at black people. But then you have a problem when people have to, defend the crap that's going on. Let me shut up. Let me keep going.
I think the chances of this happening are huge. There are so many huge egos in Avengers Doomsday. It's impossible to guess who these two actors are, and it honestly doesn't even matter, especially if they've moved on. You would expect this kind of thing to happen, especially in a cast this big, in a situation probably with this much pressure. Now, what I will also say is, as far as Jeff Snyder and John Roca go as industry insiders, again, them right upside Daniel RPK right now are definitely the most trusted sources in the game and the most active. They're coming with actual scoops that are getting proven in pretty quick turnaround in close proximity. Jeff Snyder even name dropped Sadie Sink, and while he indicated at least at first it might have been Jean Grey for X-Men, and that still may come out to be true, she definitely was talking to Marvel Studios because 2 months later she was cast in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
It's a lot of people being cast in Spider-Man Brand New Day. If y'all notice that, there's a lot. That film is going to be, is this going to be an Avengers film, the way that they casting everybody? And thank you so very much for the $2 super chat. Did somebody get bitch slapped? I don't think so. I think it was just yelling and, hey, and then somebody threw their hat up. They came in, they talked about it, and we're done. But thank you so very much for the $2 super chat. Let me go ahead and hook you up.
You are truly amazing. Thank you for your super chat.
You wanna be my enemy.
All right. Let's keep going. Executive Judge, what's up?
You guys definitely know what they're talking about. So I think that the scoop, while it could be true, is also going to get spun by other people to be like, look, they're having major drama. Avengers Doomsday is doomed. Oh, terrible pun. Oh, man. You know what? We're leaving it in. I'll make a note from my editor. Leave it in. But still, I think that is always going to be the case. And so whatever else we hear about bumps in the road with Avengers Doomsday, I'm just going to take it with a grain of salt. What I expect to hear is another delay and for them to push these movies out even further because of the size and scope of them. And I won't even be disappointed if that's the case. I'd much rather them get it right than rush it out. But I will concede this. Of all the reporting on this issue, you could definitely see how for Kevin Feige and the rest of the upper Marvel brass who are used to being the on-set plussing for Marvel movies, it would be a lot more difficult right now with the Russos as directors and Robert Downey Jr. in his own right on set as a part of that process now, as opposed to basically Kevin Feige doing whatever he wanted on sets of, say, like Thunderbolts or the Marvels.
So get your ass
Those
out
are
here.
two totally different things, which could lead to a lot longer of a process as they all figure out their collaborative voice and who actually gets to make some of the final calls moving forward with how the film is going to go. But this is what you get when you don't finish the script before you start. It leads to these kinds of problems. And honestly, if you haven't seen Too Many Cooks, well, go watch that That's what it might be like trying to make collaborative art with too many people who think they know the right way, but not anybody who wants to move in the same direction. But you guys let me know how you feel about any and all of this. And yes, I do feel like it's sensationalized. Probably think it's also true. It is what it is. At least they're moving forward. There's no more delays. Well, until the next one. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff. Okay. Still doing tons of giveaways at the channel.
All right. So we kind of understand where he's coming from as far as this particular video is basically just his commentary on what he's seen in that clip that I played for you guys. And again, shout out to Tina for tagging me in this. I think I got asked yesterday, would I talk about this? And of course, I was going to talk about this. I just didn't know if I was going to do it today because I didn't know if Peacemaker was actually going to come out, like on the 21st, like at 3 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever. It doesn't come out until 8. So tomorrow we're going to start Peacemaker season 2, episode 1 on that one. But just real quick, I'm going to take a really quick commercial break. But I'll be right back with more of the Dre Max Show. All right. Hey, Khalil, do I know? Hold on, wait a minute. Do you know when True Threat starts filming? I don't. I did. I reached out to Jay, but he hasn't told me exactly when the filming starts. But when the filming starts, I'll let you. I'll keep you guys updated. Right now, he's just enjoying his wife, and when it's that good, I'm not mad. I'm just saying. So yeah. But I will let you guys know. But yeah, it's just a lot. And again, it's a lot going on over there. And Bo was doing his giggling too. Bo was loving this. Bo DeMayo was loving every minute of this. And that's wild. What's up, Black Star? What's good? Not the biscuit ad game up. But what's up? But yeah, so what do you guys think about this? I believe that there is going to be grifters out there that is going to try to do what they do, because grifters got to grift. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you there's going to be people that's going to be doing that. What up, Andre Ware? It is going to do that. And I guarantee you, me personally, like I said, I don't really put too much stock in this because people argue and fight all the time on sets. That ain't nothing new. It's just, do they want that information to come out? Is all. And I don't think so. I don't think you won't hear who it is or whatever. They're gonna keep this under wraps. So I don't pay it too much attention. But it is some good tea to sip on this morning. Try to figure out who was fighting, and I want y'all to put in the comment section. Who do you think was arguing? Let me know.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I gotta wrap it up because I gotta get some sleep because my movie is at 1 o'clock. Well, 1:25. But anyway, just tell me what you guys think. Oh yeah, I will do that video, but I gotta do it and make it a video and separate it part 1 and part 2, because then it'll be like a 3-hour video, and I don't want to do that to you guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record it and I'm gonna chop it up to part 1 and part 2. That'll come this weekend. But tell me what you guys think. TMNT, the 35th anniversary. That's what I'm going to go watch. But put it in the comment section and let me know what you guys think about this. But of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again, until next time, I'm gonna holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe party. Don't forget, Cowabunga says it all. Cowabunga. But unfortunately, in this, I gotta go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.